Hey everyone, I'm Tay Chapman.
What's up, everybody? My name is Jared Smith.
Hi friends, my name is Malia Tiano.
Hello, I'm Alexi Latimer.
Hey everyone, my name is Sophia Wasson.
Hi everyone, my name is Kylie Mukai and I'm going to be a senior at Sumner High School this year.
Today we're talking about character goals and character dare process.
To kind of start things off, I find it to be the bedrock of what it means to be a growing, learning servant leader. It is what we use to not evaluate ourselves, but to build ourselves up and remind ourselves that it's a consistent everyday process. And yes, structure is crucial. We have to, as on our own, not trust that we are going to simply be who we want to become or improve in the ways we need to, but we do have to have constant reminders, and so that's what it's kind of always been for me.
I'm super excited to talk to you about this character card process because it's been something that's been very impactful in my life, and I know that it's going to be very impactful in yours as well. If you think about it, it is 3 goals. Your first goal is your overall goal, and that's the goal that's never going to change and stay the same the entire year. So basically, what you want to do is make sure that your overall goal is very specific and very measurable because you're going to want to complete it every week. And you're going to want to tell your accountability partner, hey, I did it again. Your next 2 goals are your home goal and your school goal. So basically what those are is you're going to be given a character stem and then you're going to build those goals from that character stem every week. Make sure that those goals are also very specific and very measurable because if you say, hey, this week I'm going to be nice to people, you need to know, hey, how am I going to be nice to people? Because I could justify that going upstairs and getting away from my sister was nice because I wasn't annoying her, but is that really something that is building your character?
And overall, this process is just a great practice to strengthen your character as well as strengthening the relationships in your life.
It's about using goals, accountability, and intentionality to turn our actions into habits and build our character.
Personally, for me, I'm a very competitive person, and I think the coolest part about the process is that you're really just competing with yourself. Not in a negative way, but more in a positive way where I'm not competing with the person next to me, I'm competing with the person I was a week ago, and I'm working to grow each and every week, and so it's kind of like a healthy competition, where you're trying to be better than you were before, and the growth is just insane. The growth that you see in the character card process is so cool, and I think y'all are gonna love it.
The best part of the process really is the fact that you have a structure, you have guidance, you have help. But you also, the beauty of it is you learn that you learn more about yourself each time you work. And once you've kind of gotten to know yourself a bit more, you're better able to improve how you improve. So I think that's really the best part.
I think the best part of the process was it gave me the opportunity to practice the 8 essentials, which is patience, kindness, humility, respect, selflessness, honesty, forgiveness, and commitment. And let me just say, I am nowhere perfect with all of these, but it gave me the opportunity to just ask myself and reflect where or which area in my life can I practice more, and which area in my life can I help improve and strengthen my character.
This is gonna sound super dumb, but I think the hardest part was actually doing the dares. If you're anything like me, I know a lot of leadership students we get really, really good at lip service. We can talk for days, we can write fancy sentences, our dares can sound so worded and so elegant, but at the end of the day, you can write the best goal you want. But unless you actually do it, it doesn't matter.
Once you're kind of aware of, I do this and that's not positive and that's not what I want to be, that you do have the power in order to make strides or to change it, but that power is also kind of within your own hands. And I think that understanding that and acknowledging that, you can have the power to take that responsibility and work with it, I think is going to be a great tool in your tool belt. So, yeah.
So yes, there's going to be some goals that may seem simple, but there's also going to be goals that might require a little bit of a challenge. But that's how we learn and grow, by stepping outside the boundaries that we have set for ourselves, and you start to really expand your comfort zone the moment you take one step outside of it.
My most memorable experience with the character card process was definitely my sophomore year of high school, because my mom, bless her heart, was driving me to those 6:30 a.m. meetings every Tuesday, and we'd always get coffee before, and our lesson that week was gratitude. So I decided that I was gonna buy her coffee instead and let her know that it was because I was thankful for her. And I kid you not, this woman was almost in tears. And it just really showed me how important it is to be grateful for the people around you. And that's why to this day, I will randomly text my friends and say, hey, I'm grateful for you. Like, I appreciate everything you do for me. Because you never know when someone needs to hear that.
I forced myself to focus on something that was specifically challenging between myself and another student. And I used the character goal process as a reminder to myself to be the person I wanted to be.
A memory that I have about this process is with my accountability partner. So this past year I had 2 accountability partners, and they were best friends. They're on the football team, these like big cool guys. And then there's me, like 5 foot. I was just like, okay, let's be accountability partners. But my one friend, Wyatt, who was my accountability partner, he had this great overall goal, and it was to get to know someone throughout the entire week, and then every Tuesday morning we would all sit down and he would just write all about this person. And it was super cool to see him grow his character and build so many cool relationships with people that he wouldn't necessarily meet if he didn't set this goal in the beginning of the year.
Having an accountability partner is so important because it makes you feel supported, and it lets you know that you're not in this process alone. There's another person going through the same things you are, and there's someone that you can talk to about your goals. You know, what was hard about it, what was easy about it, what helped you grow. And I think that support system is really important for you in this process.
Vulnerability is what connects the human race, and you know, when you admit that you are human, it makes you feel connected to the person across from you. And I think that that's probably the best advice I've ever heard, that, you know, going on and beginning this character card process, that when you mess up, it's fine. Like, everyone messes up, I've messed up, but that's what makes you human, and that's what makes you a good leader, is messing up and moving forward and acknowledging that you made mistakes in the past.
And this is really important. You need to find someone who you do trust, who appreciates you, and hopefully who understands maybe a little bit of your background and who you are, especially when it comes to writing goals surrounding your home environment. That might be difficult to share with another person, especially when those goals are very particular to, you know, circumstances that you might have there.
Also, make sure that you are a good accountability partner. You want to hold your person accountable so they know, oh, I can hold them accountable as well. It's a relationship, which means there's 2 of you. So you need to give 100%. So they will give 100%. You need to say, hey, have you done your goal? So they can say, hey, have you done your goal? And then it will just be some great character growth throughout the entire year.
So what the character card process meant to me was quite literally everything. I think that character goals are so important because it teaches you self-awareness, and self-awareness, I think, is a fundamental part of understanding the relationship that you have with yourself, but also with others.
It centered and grounded my high school experience specifically. You know, as a now college student, I do not follow the process every day, every week as I used to, but I have this habitual mindset of really in myself internally articulating how I want to treat others and how I want to go about my day with regard to my character and the 8 essentials.
And the character goal and character process is everything, because you can create the best events in the world. You can have school dances or online school dances, whatever it's going to look like this year. You can have all these different things in place, but unless your character is aligning with who you want to be and reflecting who you are now, none of it matters. You can have every single person show up to your school dance, but if you don't know a single person there, and you're not connected to a single person there, and you haven't built a single relationship, why does it matter? At that point, that's just a fundraiser. There's no influence and there's no leadership in that. So I think what I got out of it most is that it is everything. It's about relationships, and it's about starting small.
Make sure that you are just really taking this process seriously, because if you don't, it could mean nothing, but if you take it super seriously, it could also change your life and change the relationships in your life.
The character card process is such an amazing process, and y'all are so lucky that you get to go on this journey and really just grow as leaders. Focus on where you want to grow, focus on yourself, and you will begin to notice change. I guarantee you that if you are making goals every week and you are trying to grow as a person, you will see growth, and it's going to be really cool to see that.
I would say that I'm thankful for that process and for the very simple act of writing down my intentions as to helping me not have made, a less wise decision in maybe a circumstance that could have been a lot more challenging.
Give yourself some grace because you're growing your character and you're doing some good work.
Challenge the limits you think you have. Stop trusting your thoughts and start trusting yourself more. I believe in you, and I hope you can believe in yourself too.
Let's get it. It's gonna be a good year. Thank you. All right, Noxie.